Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville and welcome to Jackass.
Insane Mike here.
Jason!
Time for another movie review. This movie is so awesome that I had to get it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, and he doesn't just get any movie on Blu-ray.
What movie could I possibly be talking about? Birdemic.
There it is.
Shock and terror. Birdemic.
Heard of it?
Have you? Yeah, gonna now. Because this movie's off the hook. I guess first time I've said that before.
Yeah.
Birdemic, shock and terror. Where do we start?
Here's the thing. This is a movie?
It's a movie. I question on at what age level the people were that made the movie.
No offense to the dude, it's just I loved it because I couldn't stop watching it, and that means something. But it is made by children, right?
I would think so. This is like something I would have made in high school if I had the technology that I had today.
Yeah.
And then still would have been made fun of by my peers who were also in high school.
Yeah.
We love bad movies. If you haven't figured that out yet, we are huge fans of bad movies. And what has always been considered the epitome of bad movies, Troll 2. What we've always said about Troll 2, and I think we even said it in our Best Worst Movie episode. Yeah, Troll 2, it's awful. Everything that you know what makes a movie, you know, lighting, casting, art direction, set design, costuming, special effects, it's all done wrong in Troll 2. But it's awesome! Troll 2 is such a fun movie to watch, especially you get a bunch of buddies together. Troll, everything you know what it takes to make a movie, acting, costumes, props, camera work. Everything that it takes to make a movie in Troll 2 is done wrong. And I never truly understood what that meant before until I saw Birdemic, because this is the movie that is truly everything is done wrong.
Well, I think Troll 2 is everything done wrong. This is everything done badly.
What's that mean?
It's when a camera is like, and you're talking your scene, and then it's just, oh, we're just shooting this while the scene's going on over here. What?
You mean like this? Like I'm talking, but
yeah,
like I'm not even in the frame?
Awful. Anyway, and the writing, anyway, go on.
So Birdemic, what it's about is basically a bird apocalypse. You know, where birds take over and start killing
Really? That's
humans.
what it's about? I thought it was about software sales, or this love story, or save the environment.
You would think it's about that because the birds don't show up until 40 minutes into the movie. Like until that time we get the worst ABC after school special love story ever committed to film.
Stalking ABC, like How to Avoid a Stalker.
Yeah, this is more like a Lifetime movie where like our lead heroine is being stalked by some crazy serial killer.
Creep.
He's just creeping on her. Like the opening scene, they're in a restaurant and he sees her from across the restaurant while he's looking at this menu, and then just stares at her as she walks out the restaurant. And then as soon as she's out,
The obvious thing to do:
get up and run after
chase her down.
Not just chase her down, but like make a mad dash for the door, and then once you're out of the door, creepily slow walk towards her. And then be like, hey, you. We went to high school together. What do you do? I'm a Victoria's Secret's catalog model. Oh, and a beautiful one at that. What? Creepy. So yeah, so that's going on, and yes, he's a software salesman.
A very successful
software salesman because he's making $1 million deals.
He can't talk in sentences that make sense, but he's a great software salesman.
He has no social skills whatsoever. He has the social skills of a rock. That's an insult to the Rock.
Sorry. Not the
Sorry,
Rock.
Dwayne Johnson.
Rock.
And yet he's a very successful who takes his stock options to open a green company. Because there's a very subtle theme.
So subtle.
Very subtle. about global warming. You have to really pay attention because you'll miss it.
Yeah.
Because it's subtle. Very subtle.
There's nothing subtle about this movie.
There's no like bird expert in the third act who has a mask on that literally explains that human beings have destroyed the earth, or a hippie in the woods that talked about how like I have to be out here to protect these trees because of pollution.
But
that
each
doesn't
one of
happen.
those are 5-minute lectures to our main characters each time.
Who are to stand there listening to it amongst a bird apocalypse.
I should stop and listen to you instead of running for my life.
I love how the first half of this movie takes place all indoors when there's no bird attack. And then the last half of the movie, when there is a bird attack, what do? They just hang out outdoors. They have picnics outdoors. They drive around with their windows down. Birds are attacking. They're dive bombing into houses and blowing up. Which, what is with that?
It happens sometimes.
You know, because these birds apparently have
Special
turned
birds.
into kamikaze birds that have swallowed TNT because they dive bomb into houses. First of all, when they dive bomb, they sound like B-52 dive bombing jets. Hits a building.
Sometimes they spit
explodes.
acid.
And sometimes they spit acid.
It's a certain...
And sometimes they have razor sharp feathers
Right.
that slashes people's necks. These birds are awesome. Alfred Hitchcock got it wrong, man. You need acid spitting, blowing up, razor sharp feathered birds in your movie.
that are, it's some of the highest quality CGI that we've seen, you know, since, I don't know when, since they invented computers. Oh, everything's so bad. It makes Troll 2 Citizen Kane. I don't know. It's so bad.
It does. It really makes you relook at Troll 2 in a completely different
It's
light,
like, you
man.
can see the heart in Troll 2.
Well, you can see the heart in this too. You really can. You can. I see the heart in it.
I see a train wreck.
It is a train wreck.
Look
It
away from
is a train wreck, but you're right. You can't look away from it.
You just gotta see what incredibly horrible thing they're gonna do to this movie next.
One of my favorite moments in the film is like when the guy and the girl finally start going on dates. And I think it's after their first date, and there's like a really bad montage of things they do on their date. One of the things they do on their date is they're just walking down the sidewalk, and they stop and look at this tree as birds come flying in and are resting on the tree. And those birds are horribly CGI'd as well. Why? Why have? I mean, I understand. You gotta have the bad CGI for the monster birds that are attacking everybody, but why do nice CGI birds? That doesn't make any sense. My only logic for that is that when they were in post-production on this movie and realized, oh, these bird effects are horrible, this is not going to pass. So what if we just try to establish that in this reality,
Birds look like this.
Birds don't actually exist on the same astral plane as the rest of us. They're just superimposed in our reality. Yeah. So we need to do a scene where where fake CGI birds are just landing on a tree. That's my rationalization for that scene. But there's just so much you could like pick apart every single scene of this movie.
Every single
scene. The scene where the head of the company tells them that they just sold the company for $1 billion.
Million?
No, $1 billion.
10 million?
No. $1 billion. And then the 10-minute clapping scene that follows that.
Yeah,
and they tease you too, because it's like clap,
clap, cut to a different angle.
Clap, clap.
They didn't make the clapping stay the whole time.
They didn't mix the audio to make it sound like continual.
They waited till the clapping died down and then went to another angle where
10 minutes of clapping.
I wished you'd get that song for your ringtone.
I need to. There's a song on one of their dates, on one of their many dates. They go dancing. Sort of. Well, first of all, I have a feeling they were instructed to be like us right here. This is the frame, okay? We're not gonna move the camera, so don't ever go out of that frame. But dance like there's no tomorrow. So they're just like,
whoa, don't go too far.
So they're just like, I can't go back.
Wait, do your bad robot. Because she does.
She does, yes, the lead actress does.
But it's the song.
Greatest robot. There's a song that they dance to, which they're the only two people in the whole place there.
Dancing, or even there.
The greatest song of all time. It's my favorite song. I need it as my ringtone.
Sing it.
Just hanging out, hanging out, hanging out with my family, having ourselves a party, hanging out, hanging out.
10 minutes.
Everything in this movie is 10 minutes long.
It is. It feels like it.
There's several driving scenes where nothing happens except for driving.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Time.
They stop and get gas. 10 minutes. They go and get supplies from the convenience store.
10 minutes.
What do we need? We need what kind of food supplies do we need to survive this bird apocalypse? Candy, cheese, wine.
You know, and since it's the middle of the bird apocalypse, and we got these supplies, we should go have a picnic outside.
They have
That makes sense. Let's go out in the open and have a picnic.
With these two kids, mind you, these two
Let's
kids
take
that they
these.
saved
Uh-huh.
because their parents were dead and they were hiding underneath a car because they were so terrified of the CGI birds that so they go on the picnic with these kids, and these kids, you know, they're just having fun, passing the football back and forth. They're having a gay old time, even though their parents were just slaughtered in the scene before, had their eyes picked out.
Mm-hmm. Tell me something about this. Which scenes had the shock and the terror? And why is that part of the title?
Well, the whole movie is shocking. But not, I don't think in the ways they mean. I love how that is the title. It's not Birdemic.
Which would have been a great title.
Yep. No, it's Birdemic. Shock and terror. We could do several episodes just on Birdemic. But this may have to be a two-parter. I think this is going to be a two-parter episode, dude. I really do.
Oh, do the shaky hand?
Yeah, you gotta do the shaking hand.
Okay.